All right. Welcome, 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 wealth creators. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am just so incredibly blessed because so many of you guys reach out to me, message me, and just share with me how you're just very excited about this show, that you're happy that we're here and we're growing with you guys. We're getting better each and every day. I'm just very grateful and thankful to be here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I mean, like, really, thank you. Thank you for watching. And while you're here, in case you haven't done it, in case this is your first time being here, go ahead and like this channel, share, click like, click share, subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell somewhere around here so you can get all awesome updates. I try to combine both of those words. Awesome updates so you can make sure you don't miss anything that we got coming for you, honey. So I'm so excited to be here. Thank you. Please keep the comments coming. Please keep the suggestions coming. Please continue to subscribe and share with a friend. Invite a friend because we need you and we appreciate you. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to the Jean Marlo Davis Show. Woo! Another powerful show. It's about information and inspiration to impact the nation. It's all about having total prosperity in every area of your life. I'm talking about mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, and last but not least, relationship wise. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to dive into relationship, but we're going to talk about sisterhood. Okay, yes, you heard me right. The title is How Do We Have a True Sisterhood with Women? Period. How do we get along, sisters? My sisters, how do we get along with one another? I'm going to talk about that. And before I really get into some of my points that I want to share, I have always, growing up, I have always seemed to click more with men. Like all my friends have normally been males. I have had some strong sisters that went on to live in various different states that, I missed them to life. And of course they had babies and got married and we kind of got separated, but we touched bases with each other. But really having a strong sisterhood, I have always yearned for it. I always believed in it because we need each other. Women, we need each other. There's certain things that the male counterpart cannot, understand or, won't understand that we need to share with one another. Healing comes from us, men sharpen men and women sharpen women. We need each other to heal. We need each other to bond. We are mothers. We are nurturers. We are teachers, and we need to be able to share our femininity with one another, to be vulnerable with one another, and to embrace one another. And I want to talk about that. Women are made to bond. We are made to lift each other up. We need connections. We are mothers, nurturers, sisters, aunts, cousins, grandmothers. But why, oh why, women, do we have problems supporting and loving one another? I used to say all the time, like I started off, I said a lot of times men were my friends because, and those who, keep it real, let's just keep it real. We're keeping it real here on the show. The reason why I had a lot of male friends because it was not a bunch of chatter as far as gossip and slack talk and slander. I could talk directly to them. They talked directly to me. They kept it real. It wasn't a bunch of jealousy. It wasn't a bunch of envy. It felt like, I had a real strong brother, there. And not every man was looking to get into my pants either. It was a real true friendship that even when I got married to Bruce, I had to say, Bruce, you got to give me time to let when we start dating, right, baby? When we start dating, I said, give me time to let all my male friends know they just can't doom. Let's go shoot pool. Let's go bowl. Let's go just pop up. Because guess what? I'm in a relationship now. And some of those friends have become my husband friends. right? And they don't forget about me. Like my friend Mike, out of No Shade in California, he just like forgot about me, huh, Bruce? Love you, Mike. But anyway, you know, I have always been able to get along with men. And, you know, some people, my mentor, other people have said, you know, where you're an alpha female, you take charge, you're about making it happen, no excuses, things of that nature. But, you know, I don't really care for the titles, but I just know that we as women, we are powerful. We are powerful. What I love is that we can embrace each other. We can crown each other's shoulders. We can bond. We can do things that men can't do that, you know, like that's what women do. This is what women do. And we need to be there for one another. I love my sisters. I love my sisters. And we're going to talk about how to have a true sisterhood with women, period. What we need to do, how we need to atone, what we need to start looking at. I'm going to give you some things that have been on my spirit. And then if you want to share some pointers that you think, please leave a comment below because I really appreciate it. I'm always looking. If you have any women group, if you're a part of a woman's group, you know somebody's a part of a women group and you think that, hey, look, tag them in this message, send them this video. I would love to work with them. I would love to see how I can help their organization. But we're going to talk about things. What I noticed, I'm going to use an example. In the direct sales industry, or what people call network marketing and things of that nature, 75% of any network marketing company, majority of them are women. But when you look at the top leaders are men. And then after that are couples, which is married couples. So they always push family, and you'll see that the men are kicking butt and taking names. Why is that? Why in an industry that 75% are women? Why aren't we leading and going to the top? Well, there's some things that I believe, and it starts with our sisterhood. It starts with how we perceive ourselves. And what I have experienced, sisters, and I don't mind you chiming in, what I have experienced is that for some reason, this is not, if the shoe fit, you can wear it. If it don't, throw it away. But I have noticed that some women, if they're not happy, you're not going to be happy either. If they're not happy, they will poop on your name. They will find ways to take digs at you. They will find ways to put you down, especially if you're in a situation where you're living great, you're married, you got your house, you got your career, things of that nature. They'll find some way to dig at you or say something that you're like, why? You didn't even have to say that. It don't even matter, you know? And that's because they're not where they want to be in their life. And we're going to talk about what needs to happen in order for us to really heal and have a true sisterhood with our sisters, because it's so much, I can say, pain, so much jealousy, so much envy. It's like it hurts some women to even give another sister a compliment, to say, oh, sis, you're beautiful. Or you know, when I see a woman, she got it going on. She looks good. She's in shape. She keeps herself well together. I love femininity. I love to embrace my femininity, my heels, my nails. You know, I love, love, love. Like, I actually took an etiquette class. I loved it. I told my husband I love it so much. I want to start throwing balls, and we, you know, the attires, you got to wear your gloves, and just the different things that's coming up that I just want to see it again, that women put on their beautiful hats and their gloves and, you know, be that sophisticated, classy, and beautiful woman. And I'm going to do an event coming up. I sure am. Yes, that just came to me. I'm going to do an event because we need to be able to embrace one another. We need to be able to support one another. And what you have going on, does not discount for what I have going on. There's no reason for me to feel bad or sad or want to bash you or tear you down because you're a woman who got it going on. You're a woman who wins. It just makes sense to get with that woman who's winning and truly ask her how she do it, so you can do it too. So we want to talk about that tonight, how to have a true sisterhood with women, period. If you just join us, you're watching the Jean Marlo Davis Show, which is every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about information and inspiration to impact the nation. It's about having total prosperity in every area of your life. And we're talking about relationships tonight. And so how do we grow? How do we have a sisterhood when it seems like we're so catty? Every TV show out there, babe, just do us this justice. It's just to a point where, now I'm just telling the truth. I used to watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it was for really the aesthetic. I love the different places they were going. At first, it started off with women doing powerful things, and it just turned into an ish show. And now it's about bringing women down, tearing women down. The more dirt you can find in a woman, the higher the ratings they get. And I remember this was a few years ago. My daughter went with me. I don't know how these people got my name or whatever, my profile, but they reached out to me and they was going to do a show. And I don't forgot what channel it was going to be on. And we had to do this interview. We had to talk about ourselves. We had to talk about our business, talk about what we were doing. And it was going to be a business type show. And what I said to those people, I said, if it's about tearing down women instead of building women up, you can miss me with it. I'm like, Tip, turn it. I don't want to be a part of it. They didn't call me, and I guarantee you that's what I didn't even follow up to see what that show was about. And I guarantee you it was about tearing up women just to get some ratings, just to get ratings. And I know those women on The Real Housewives and the other shows and things of that nature, I know they're tired. It'll just be too much to go to work like that every day. And that the way they do the cut of the video, the slicing of the video and putting things together, create the drama. But hey, people love drama. I thought TNT do drama. I don't do drama. Okay. And so to even be in an atmosphere where we can't build each other up, there's something that I don't want to be. And here's the thing too. Here's the thing. I like to be around powerful women who are winning, women who love God, women who are confident, women who don't mind, rolling up their sleeves, going to work for a common cause, women who believe in themselves, women who are confident within themselves, that's not jealous and envious. So how do we fix this? How do we get to a point, sisters? And it's not going to all happen tonight in this discussion, but I want to give you some pause. I want to make you stop and look and say, is this something that I need to work on? Because all of us need to work on. All of us need to work on it, including your little sister, Jean. We all need to work on this, okay? We are not above reproach, and we all need to look within ourselves. The first thing I think about when I think about having a true sisterhood with women, number one, is you got to examine yourself. You got to examine yourself, okay? Because a lot of us have been through things as children. What we experience with our first line of defense or protection is our mothers and our fathers. What kind of relationship we have with them? What kind of relationship we have with our siblings? What kind of relationship we have with our cousins, our uncles, our aunts? It starts at home, and then it goes out there, right? So what we have to deal with, or the support we did not have, the love that we did not experience, the abandonment that we may have experienced, the pain, mistrust, abuse, things that should not have happened to that little girl. Now she grows up as a woman, and she grows up sheltered, and she grows up angry. She grows up bitter. She grows up, in a point where she do not trust. And also she grows up and feels that she's not worthy of love, worthy of trust, worthy of true friendships. So therefore she becomes what we call self-destructive. and whoever comes in her path will feel her destruction. And so how can she have a relationship if she don't even have a relationship with herself? So we have to look at ourselves. And I said this the other day. I was always talking to our kids. We always bouncing things back. But I said the other day, I said, so all of us need to lay in somebody's chair. All of us need to lay on somebody's sofa. It's not going to take anything away from you. That's another subject I'm going to talk about on the Jean Malo Davis show. Is really talk about that silent voice, mental illness that we don't want to talk about. A lot of us have had things that happen to us and still happening to us today that we need to get some psychological help. And that doesn't take anything from us, but it helps us. And we need to be able to relax and release and let go. And how can you have a sisterhood when you're all walking around with anger and pain and hurt and distrust and no self-love? It's something that we got to work on, which I'm going to say a part of that is examine self and self-love. In order for you to have self-love, you got to believe that you deserve to be loved. You got to be able to heal those wounds that did not heal when you were a little girl. And you got to understand that you are deserving of love, that you are a queen and you deserve to have the best life ever. And whatever you've been through, whatever you've gone through, whatever you've grown through, that guess what? Let the past be the past. If you can't let it go, then give it to someone who can help you to handle it. Get the counseling that you need. That's why even on another subject, and we're talking about sisters, I'm going to try to keep it with women. That's why a lot of women don't have men in their life, because they keep self-sabotaging, because the minute they get a good man, they get that man hell, and he's going to pay for every bad man that did her wrong. He's going to pay for it because she has not let that go away. She has not let that hurt, that anger, that pain, that rejection. She has not received healing from that. She has not did personal development from that. She has not prayed on it, fast on it, seek counseling, seek professional help. So a lot of times when women get a good man, and I'm talking about sisters, but I want to show also the relevance of this. It's not just sisters, it's all relationships, but we're going to bounce back to sisters in a minute. But if she gets a man or she gets a woman or whatever relationship that she's in, it's already damaged. It's already done. You can count it out. If that woman is not healed and she don't have self-love and she blames everybody outside of herself, that is his fault, her fault, the mama's fault, the daddy's fault, the brother's fault, this one's fault, then that's a wrap. Not alone will she not have a good relationship, personal relationship, intimate relationship, a sisterhood. Are you kidding me? That woman is on the war path. And if she finds anyone that look like they're doing good, look like they're happy, look like they're successful, and they're walking an abundant life, she's going to have some kind of jealousy, envy, anything, and try to take little digs and not even realize you see it, you hear it. But you're just like, wow, this is someone I'm striving to have a relationship with. This is someone I'm striving to build with. But something's got to go off in your head, and you got to have self-love for yourself to not allow yourself to be abused and used, okay? You're watching the Jean Malo Davis show every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on this channel, youtube.com/Jean Malo Davis. Please click like, click share, subscribe. We're talking about how to have a true sisterhood with women, period. So we said the first thing is examine self and have self-love. But another thing I thought about is getting rid of jealousy and envy. We're talking about how to have a true sisterhood. A lot of women are jealous and envious of other women. And I feel when you have, babe, can you turn the heat off or something, AC, babe? I'm burning up, I'm getting hot. I feel that when you have jealousy and envy, what you're saying is there is a lack of something, right? You're jealous of this woman because you believe that there's a lack of what it is that she has, and maybe you feel that you can't get it. So therefore, the jealousy hits in. She got a good man. You're jealous of it, or you want to see how you can sabotage it. You want to see what you could do. It's a lot of women out there like that because maybe you feel like you can't get a good man. You're jealous of her career. You're jealous of the way she walks, her confidence, the way she talks, her success, because maybe you feel like you're not successful, or maybe you experience loss, or maybe you feel like, you don't, maybe you don't want to go out there and do what she do. Maybe you're someone who feels that you want to be taken care of all your life, and you don't want to go out there and work for what it is that you want. So therefore, when you see somebody out there doing it, that jealousy, that envy pop up. Or maybe somebody's living a type of lifestyle that you feel that you should have, and that jealousy can pop up. How can we have a strong sisterhood with our sisters if we're jealous, if we're envious of things that they have nothing to do with? So we got to look within ourselves. Again, look within ourselves. We got to heal ourselves. We got to purge that negative attitude. And we got to also know that there is not a lack of men, of women, of money, of positions, of titles, of homes, of cars, of whatever it is. We are in abundance. And if you have an abundant mindset, there's no reason to be jealous. Instead of being jealous and envious, you will celebrate that person, that sister. You would really be happy for her because you know that same grace, what God has blessed her with, he's going to bless me with in time. In time. But there's some things that I need to do to work on myself, to position myself for positions that's waiting. So if you see your sister, there's been times I have went to women, and I've seen them do something incredible. And I've asked the sister, hey, listen, can I take you to lunch? Because I would love to pick your head, and lunch is on me. And they said, sure. And, that's what I love about my sisters. We're such encyclopedias for those, young folks who don't know what it is. That was dictionaries. Okay. Anyway, I date myself. That's okay. But we are a wealth of knowledge. We're Google walking around 24/7. We have so much knowledge in us, so much power in us. Women, if we can just come together, we would take over this country by storm. We're so powerful if we can let go of the hurt, the pain, if we can love each other and be there for one another, right? So get rid of jealousy and envy and know that whatever you want, you can have. As I always say, when I start every show, every video, every recording, you can have, be, do anything. And hopefully you believe me, right? Number 3, how do we grow as a sisterhood? Have effective communication with your sister and friend. Instead of, hiding behind texts, not answering phone calls, have effective communication. When you get in a relationship with a sister and you're trying to build a sisterhood or friendship, let them know what it is that, just like you would talk to a man and say, what is it that you expect of me, or what's your intentions? I believe we would have an effective and powerful sisterhood that when you meet a sister and you want to build a relationship with her, you find out what's her intentions, what's her goals, what's her dreams, and you share the same thing. And you come together on that common cause, and nobody feel like they're being left out. And you have effective communication, whereas if you're working on a project, or you're working in your business, or you're a busy person, you'll call that girlfriend or that business partner or whoever and say, hey, listen, And she probably already knows. She really loves you and care about you. She already knows that this sister is on the grind. And you let her know, hey, listen, I'm working on this project. I'm working on this. I'm not going to be so readily available. That's effective. Is that what, Bruce? Effective communication, that you're able to talk to that sister and let her know this is what's going on, but I love you. I'm here for you. As soon as my schedule open up, I definitely would love for us to go to lunch or dinner or, what have you. But if you have any emergency, let me know, leave a message. I'll get to you as soon as possible. That's effective communication. Hey, lady, I'm going to go to France. I'm going to go here or go there. It's effective communication. It's effective communication. Talking to the one that you're striving to build a relationship with. And again, if a person does not have self-love, they don't examine themselves, they're full of jealousy, they're full of envy, there's no way they can have effective communication with you. Which leads me to the next thing. How can we grow as a sisterhood? We got to stop gossip, slack talk, slander, and abuse. Stop gossip, slack talk, slander, and abuse. We all have had the gossip gene in us. Pun not intended. We all have had the gossip gene in us, where we get on the phone, we get those juicy details. What does it say? Give me the tea. What's going on? We all have had it. It's not pretty. And then when you get off that, you full of all that mess. But what has it done for you and your family? That you have allowed yourself to be a trash can for someone to take all that stuff in. I have been one myself. I ain't gonna say I'm above. I have never done it. Yes, I have, baby. I have. Look, baby, with the pinky finger up. What? And I had to go repent and ask God to forgive me, honey. And I can't be a trash can for someone. I'm a sponge. I have to know my personality. I learned that I soak up a lot and I feel deeply. So I just can't allow myself to be a trash can anymore, to slander, gossip, slack talk. It's not helping us at all. The best thing to do is when a sister talk about another sister, maybe you bring those two sisters together and say, this sister needs to communicate with you, and you guys have effective communication because there's something that's bothering that sister. And maybe, if y'all all are friends, you can mediate and talk together without craziness and foolishness, right? We're talking about how to have a true sisterhood with women, period. Because a lot of times, my sisters, my vanilla bean sisters, my coca mocha sisters, I'm talking about all my sisters from all the rainbow, boo. It can be hard working with you. It can be hard working with the woman because of our diverse backgrounds, what we've been through, what we continue to go through. And it can be hard. And a lot of women have grew up just like me, that a lot of their friends have been men. You know that, Bruce? A lot of women I run into, they always say, I don't do good with women. I don't do. Why we don't do good with women? We came from a woman, right? A woman raised us or didn't raise us, depending on what you went through. Why is it so hard to have a relationship with a woman? I told you, it's because a lot of times we can be messy. We can slack talk, slander, abuse one another, smile in the face, and all the time trying to take your place. Backstabbing. Some backstabbers. And sometimes, like they said, hurt people, and that's everybody, woman, child, whatever, man. But a lot of times when we're hurt, we get really good at hurting others. And we got to examine that. We got to work on that. Because I believe, that's why I love Powerful Women Group. And again, if you're a part of a Powerful Women's Group, please drop it down below, because I would love to support you. I want to see what it is that you do. And we got to lift each other up, man. There's plenty of room for all of us out here. And we got to celebrate each other, But that another thing that really, I watched that movie. It's one of my favorite movies about the singer Selena. It's one of my favorite movies. And this sister is so young, just so powerful, powerful Latina singer, known all around the world. She was just getting ready to do her crossover album because she was, singing in Spanish, and then she started doing English. Just a beautiful. I mean, I love the movie, love it. And she had a lady that came to work for her who was over the fan club. This lady was robbing her blind. And Selena took dang good care of her. And because she had love for her, she cared about her deeply. She was more invested in the relationship than that lady. Yolanda was her name. And when her dad, Selena's father, told her that she was being robbed from this lady, and the lady was taking money from the fan club and doing all this old stuff, people working close with you now. I'm not saying be a fool, sisters. Work with those who are willing to work with you. Build relationship with those who are willing to build with you. Work with like-minded people. Because hurt people. And this woman was robbing Selena blind. Because Selena didn't know. She was just a trusting young woman, happily just got married a few years, was getting ready wanted to have children, get into the fashion game, world, singer. And she found out this lady was robbing her. She goes to the hotel to talk to her. And that's the last place she go to. And that woman took her life. And she's not here anymore. She would have been my age, Bruce. She'd have been 50 right now if she was here. May she rest in peace, Selena. And I thought about that. You can want good relationships, want to build with someone who looks like a friend, but is really an enemy that's disguised as a friend and plotting and trying to see what they can do to bring you down, even if it's a nag at your personality or what you're doing or how you're living and anything. And then something has to happen. What you got to say, no mas. No mas, no more. I deserve the best. I deserve love. I deserve equal treatment. The phone works both ways. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get this up. The phone works both ways. Don't give me that cockamamie BB. I don't want to hear it. If you're saying you're a friend, then I don't care. Look, I'm a busy woman. A lot of us busy. But if you're saying you want to build a friendship, the phone works both ways. Say it with me, Bruce. The phone works both ways. And again, it goes back to number 3, where it said, if you're busy, you're working, you're grinding, you're making it happen, you don't have time. It's called have effective communication with your sister, with your friend. Don't accept those excuses. Don't accept them, because somebody out there begging for your time, begging to be your friend, begging to work in your business, begging, and you are paying attention to the wrong people. And oftentimes we're in the wrong relationships that we got to examine, because the higher you go, what if that person continues to build envy and jealousy and all that for you? And the higher you go, it's getting more built up. Because some people, they'll keep their hand on you because they feel that something's powerful is happening and they don't want to totally let you go. So they kind of keep their hand on you. They kind of send a little text out every once in a while, a little phone call every once in a while, so they can feel like, okay, I'm kind of still engaged. So if this person blow up, I'm a part of the blow up. But what happens if you blow up and that person get very envious and jealous, and you trying to help them out, and you put them in part of your business, part of your flow, because you think it's a real friend, and they steal from you, and you end up like a case like Selena. She didn't see that coming, did she, babe? She didn't see that. She had love for that sister. She had love for that woman. That's why she went in the movie. The movie showed that she ran to the hotel to talk to her. Like, why are you doing this? What's going on? I don't understand. I put you on. I gave you this. I gave you that. How many times have we seen at the crime that they always say is always somebody you know? Never a stranger. 9 times out of 10 when something happens, always somebody you know. So we got to develop good relationships. We got to pray over these relationships. Those believers out there, if you're not a believer, I can't speak to that. But those believers, you got to ask God to send you the right relationship. Send you people who are powerful. Send you people who are faithful. Send you people who are prayerful. Send you people who believe in the same thing that you believe in, and they want to go to work to impact the nation, to be true sisterhoods, to help. It takes a village, man. It takes a village. And we need one another. Men sharpen men, women sharpen women. And we need true sisterhood. Okay. Now, I got another one. I said, if you are not happy, we're talking about how do we grow this sisterhood. If you are not happy, there you go again. Communicate. Take some time for yourself. There's nothing wrong with disengaging. If you're not happy, because I witnessed people who are not happy and, don't come to somebody's wedding, don't come to their big event, but they consider themselves a friend or whatever like that, or they, whatever life supposed to be, things in their life that the friend's supposed to be there, a sister's supposed to be there, they're not there. And then you have to examine that and say, okay, you have to effectively communicate that if you're not happy, and this is someone that you say you love, you need to pick up the phone and say, hey, listen, I'm in a place where I'm not happy. I'm in a place of hurt and pain, and I need to get some help. I need to talk to someone. So I just want you to know I love you. And because I'm hurting, I don't want to hurt you. So I'm going to need to take some time for myself. Please pray for me. Trust, sister. I love you, but I need some time. Isn't that good, Bruce?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's good. Okay, sister. And I check in with you, every 30 days just to make sure you're okay. That's fine. That's called communication. That's somebody who, sometimes we need to break away from people. We need to pull away. We need to go into our prayer closet, our war closet, and we need to self-examine. Again, like I said, examine self, love ourselves, get rid of the jealousy, the envy, learn how to communicate, get the counseling that we need. This is how we're going to build a true sisterhood, that we got to start working with the demons inside of us. We got to let go of these things. We got to purge the negativity, purge the hurt, purge the pain, learn how to effectively communicate with one another, and make sure we get a clear understanding of where we are and where we're going and where we want to be. Okay? So if you're not happy, communicate. Take some time for yourself. And I believe if you have a true sisterhood, that woman will understand. And I believe she will support you and cheer for you. I'm talking about how to have a true sisterhood with women, period. I didn't even realize I done went over my time that I wanted to go over. I wanted to, if this can go on and on, I definitely going to be putting a lunch together. What the Women Enterprises is going to be hosting this lunch. I'm going to let you guys know. If you want to know more about the lunch, just leave a comment below and say, send me the info. We're going to have it at a nice restaurant at the capacity they say we can do it at. And I will let you guys know when we're going to do it. But I really want to I'm looking for some speakers, business women, women with organizations that can come and speak. And I definitely want to be able to start being the instrument to heal, to be a part of healing. So we might even need us a therapist there that we can. I'm gonna start looking for these women because I definitely think that we need to come together and help one another and be there for one another as women can. We're so powerful. I think about we're coming up on Easter, resurrection of Jesus, and I think about at the cross. Who was at the cross? Women. Isn't that powerful?
Mm-hmm.
Women. There was no men at the cross when Jesus was passing over. There were women. That's a little hint, clue for you, sisters. We are powerful beyond measure. We're beautiful. We're like a bouquet of flowers. We're so beautiful, different hues, different shapes, different personalities. But you put us all together, oh my God, it's just beauty. Just beauty. And that's what I want you to see, your beauty. I want you to know that you can do anything. There's nothing wrong if you need to get some help. We all need help. But let's start. And I want to really, that's something that's on my heart. I really want to be able to start healing my sisters and seeing what we can do. And I'm going to start just on my spirit to put this thing together. I definitely want to do it this summer. We have a lot of good things coming out. I'm so excited about it. So I just thank you very, very much for tuning in. This is not, it's a lot. This is just some suggestions that I feel within myself that can help us. If you missed this broadcast, let it load, come back and watch the replay. If you're watching the replay, when it loads back up, put in the comments, #replay. Again, if you're part of any women's organization, let me know what you bring to the table. I definitely want to talk to you. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia, Georgia period, I want to talk to you to see how we can put you on a panel and we talk about women coming together and healing one another. I feel that is necessary in order for us to be better wives, better mothers, better sisters, better aunts, better cousins, better nieces, better businesswomen, you name it. Just better girls, better women. I think if we come together, women sharpen women, we can address those elephants in the room and we can truly begin to heal. It's not going to happen overnight, but together we can make it happen. With that being said, guys, thank you so much. Please don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, put down what organization you're with, how I can get in contact with you. I want to talk to you, especially if you're in Georgia. I want to talk about this conference coming up. Thank you so much for watching. I pray that you have a great, great, great weekend. Go do something fun, let your hair down, and happy Easter to you. And I just pray that you know that, you know what, God loves us and he still wants us. And it's our time to go out here and make it happen. With that being said, my name is Jean Malo Davis. I am a wealth creator. And remember that you can have, you can be, you can do anything. I love you and God loves you too. I see you Monday on Money Madness at 7:30. Same bat time, same bat channel. I look forward to hearing from you. God bless and take care.